Yeah, we're in obviously a unique time here with everything that's going on. And luckily we're able to do this. So we should be thankful for that. I'm thankful for the opportunity to share some things with you guys and for anybody else who's listening. Just a couple words before we get into the warm-ups, just about a philosophy behind warming up or playing the instrument, or and now more than ever, because of all the things that are going on, a lot of the bass music for me is an outlet for me to just kind of step away and step back and kind of focus on things and recenter myself. So the warm-ups that we're doing today are all things, and I don't know who's available to see them, but I think Lala's going to put them on the screen later. They're all based on, relaxing. We have to learn how to play this massive instrument in a relaxed way. So with that in mind, I came up with some things that I've just collected over my time as a bass player, as a musician, from when I was a kid to my career now. So the first one, I think most of you have done, they're called, it's like a vomit exercise. And a lot of the Max Dimoff warm-ups, I think it is, and there's a lot of instruments do them. And the idea behind them is, to relax into the string, to really feel what it feels like to shift. So I think it's on down, Lolly. It's it says Max Dimoff on top of the page. I think it's like, there we go. Yep. Yeah, so these exercises, I mean, they're called vomit. I don't know why, but I'm assuming it's because, you get maybe seasick from playing them. But the idea is that when we're playing them, we want to stay connected to the string, stay relaxed in the left hand, stay relaxed in the right hand. And yeah, I'll just play a couple for you, and then maybe you guys can demonstrate. So you can see here, you have different variations: 1-to-1, 1-to-2, 2-to-4. Okay, here's 1-to-1. You really want to get centered into the string and don't speed the bow up. Okay. Does anybody want to try that? Paris or Josh, Kennedy? Paris, give it a shot.
Which finger do you want me to use?
Yeah, good question. So let's just do the first finger, 1-to-1. So it's just like an A major scale: A to B natural, A to C sharp, A to D. Great, really, really great, Paris. Bravo. Some of it is the sound, and I also want to apologize for that as well. Like we're trying to adjust the sound constantly. Sometimes it might cut in and out, and especially for bass, it seems more problematic, maybe because of the lower register. But we'll make it work. Paris, when you're shifting, I can't really see your thumb, but one of the biggest things with shifting on bass, or any other string instrument for that matter, but especially bass, because we don't have gravity. We don't have what the other instruments have, like the bow is just resting there. We're working up and down. Going back is a little harder. Every time when I shift, I'm trying to relax my thumb the most. I'm almost taking it off of the back of the fingerboard. That's what I found. A lot of people have trouble when they're shifting because they start to squeeze. They're like, oh, I got to shift, and then they get up, and then everything gets tight. So in shifting, especially to really relax the thumb. The finger that is actually not touching or making any sound is the one that I feel like is probably the most important to me. Okay, Josh, do you want to try it, or Kennedy?
Anybody? Josh? Oh, Josh, yep. I got Josh on.
All right, let's hear it, Josh. And let's try, Josh, let's try fourth finger, starting on B.
All right.
All right. Great. That's a hard one because you have to play four all the way up. In any of these warm-ups, this is not about speed. This is about, you know, another thing I was going to bring up is, especially now, but all the time, is practicing, how to practice, how to warm up, what the routine is, right? So all of these warm-ups, or it doesn't like, this is what I do. A lot of people do other things. We have to, as long as you have a system that you have to, that you execute every day, that you do it, then we're going to grow. You know, it's like anything else. It's like, it's a routine. We have to have a routine that we do every day, checklist, and it organizes things in a way so that there's no guessing when we get in the practice room. We're like, oh, what am I going to do today? We know what we're doing. Okay, so this is what I do. It's just like, it's called like my base hygiene. Just like I wake up and brush my teeth and get ready. You incorporate this into your everyday life, and you should see some growth and some improvement in your playing. Okay, moving on. After these, again, the sheet, you see all the different fingering variations. Speed is not the issue here. This is just about a calm, nice, relaxed sound. Take as little effort as it needs to get the string moving and to press the string down on our left hand. All right, the slow bow drill, which is, I think that's the first one, Lolly, that you had up. This is a drill that my teacher, when I was in school, he created these set of warm-ups, and I like them because I like the affirmations in them. You can see all of them there. So I like to pick one and just say them over and over when I do these things, kind of just to turn the brain off and focus on a feeling or a thought other than an actual technical issue. So if you go to the actual exercise, which is on the next page, I think farther down, saying one of these, you don't have to say the affirmations out loud, but just to have a thought in your head. I like to say I am calm a lot because, you know, it's hard to be calm when you're focusing on playing in tune and all these things that you're having to think about. Okay, so the very first pattern, number one, which starts on F sharp, and I'll demonstrate it really quick. And so on and so forth. You can see how it goes from, I don't know if you could hear it, if it cut out or anything, but all the finger variations, while you're relaxing the right hand, you want to play is, I don't want to say loud, I don't like that loud, but it should be as full as possible. Because what we're trying to do, and while we're staying relaxed, is we have to, these two separate hands, right? They're like, they're both playing the bass, but they're also a separate instrument. So some kind of way we can play the two thickest strings while getting a fat, full sound, and then having a nice, relaxed left hand, it will connect things. So Josh, why don't you start with this one and really think of a full sound in the bow, nice and relaxed, and then the left hand, a nice wide vibrato, like almost, you know, uncomfortably wide, but even, okay? So that let the hand be relaxed that way, okay? I think you might be muted. Oh.
Sorry about that. You should be on. Good now.
Great, Josh. Really good. Thanks for doing that. It doesn't really say it in here, but when playing this exercise, like this figure 8 frog gets hit thing, what's really important in connecting these notes is playing in the same direction of the bow. And Paris and I talked about this in the class before. In order to connect on the bass, we really have to, I think, of the sound coming from the ground. So our feet on the ground, you know, we're in a position, that's any instrument. I feel like we have to use, especially the bass, in order to get nice sound out, we have to move from the ground up through our legs, to our back, to our arm, and that's what's creating the sound. Sometimes I feel like as bass players, we just stop and we're here, and we're stuck, and there's nowhere else for us to go. If we can practice the warm-up, playing in the same direction on the bow all the time, then I think we really are helping ourselves, you know, create a nice, full, relaxed sound. Paris, do you want to try starting on the second finger? Did you hear me? Sorry, did it cut out?
Sorry, you're good.
Okay.
All right, nice. Paris is on now.
Is
Okay.
there
Can you all see the PDF?
Say it again.
Oh, can you all see the PDF okay? Is it on the right spot?
It's great. The next page after that, I think, is.
Ah, okay.
There we go. Yep.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Oh, it's fine. No, yeah. So for everybody can see it, this is what we were just demonstrating. Josh played the first variation 1 to 1. Paris will be starting on the third measure now, which is variation first finger to second finger. So in all of these variations, they're trying to get as many variations as possible. 1 to 2, 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 4, 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 2 to 4, and then 4 to 1. So we get every fingering possibility on the E and the A string.
Am I supposed to be looking at a sheet?
Did you not get the printout?
No.
Okay.
You should get, there's a share screen function. Paris, are you on a computer?
I'm on the phone.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Josh, do you have this printout?
Sorry, Josh.
Yes,
I,
Do you wanna try just the second finger again?
Yeah.
And then Paris, I don't know. Yeah, you're using the phone. What do you have, Paris? Or you just?
I don't have the printouts.
Okay. That's okay. Can you see the thing on the screen? You can't, right?
if you bring it a little closer.
Oh, I can see it.
Okay.
Oh, good. Let me know if you want me to zoom in, Paris, since you're on your phone. If there's just a section of this that you want to play.
Yeah, Paris, can you just play, you know,
Okay.
you see where it says 1 to 1 and 1 to 2? But, I mean, you don't even need the music for this.
Oh,
This starts on F sharp, and then it's going to go chromatically up on the A string. So if you start on F sharp, and then you're going to go to B natural, second finger. And then C natural. And just
Okay.
C sharp, D sharp, E.
Wait, 1 to.
Yeah, so the F sharp. So Paris, can you see me?
Okay, yeah, I can see.
Okay, so the bottom note is always going to stay the same, and with the same finger. Okay, the second note is the only one that's moving. So starting on F sharp, and where that parentheses is, when you go back to your screen, it's going to say 2. And that means you're going to play B natural with second finger. So you're going to have to move, even though F sharp and B are right across.
Oh.
Okay, you're going to have to move and shift to 2. Okay.
Okay. Is it a C sharp?
It's a C natural. It's 2. Yeah, the 4 is going to be for when you go. That's the next variation. So just C natural, second finger. So once the variation starts, 1 to 2, it's always first finger and second finger.
Okay.
Doesn't change that.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's that's great. It's always second finger. What's that?
Oh, I couldn't see the rest of the page.
That's fine. Once we get started, it's all chromatic from B natural. So then D sharp. Okay.
Does this help?
So you get
If you want me to circle any, just these 2, or
or I
guess
that's
it
fine.
keeps going.
Yeah, it keeps going, but I mean, once we get the hang of it, you know, I just want to give you an idea, and then you get the printout. Just like the vomits, the overall idea is that it needs to find a way to relax when playing the bass. And from moving to side, from saying the affirmations, from doing whenever you're practicing, if you feel like you're really pressing or tense or any of these things, say the affirmations. Say I'm relaxed. Say whatever you need to do to make sure that you're calm, that you're staying connected in the string with the bow. You know, you don't want to be too relaxed where it comes out of the string, but you also want to be firm enough so that you can create this. Once we can keep control of these 2 strings and the other strings that are a lot smaller, obviously, it's gonna free up some tension for you. Okay. All right. Next one is, and I always start with that one. So that's my warm up. Slow bow drill takes maybe 20 minutes to do all of the variations. The next one is the Chromatic Scale scale bow drill. I think it's the next page down. Yeah. So this exercise is one of my favorite exercises because it's fun to play, but it also has helped me so much. Again, going back to the strings that we have on this, they're very, very big. We have to learn how to not just play on top of the string, but to get the inside of the instrument is where the sound is coming from, not the string. So obviously, in order for the sound to come out of the F holes, we have to put some energy, you know, through the bridge, through the feet, through the top, to the back of the bass, and then out of the F holes, okay? This exercise, I think of our teacher used to always say, the down bow is like a bite. We got to think of it, you know, gripping the string, biting it, and the up bow is more like a scooping motion. Okay, so there's not a flat line. Think about playing underneath the string. Okay, so in playing this chromatic scale bow drill, you want to start slow. I think it says something like 40 or 40. Start 40 on the metronome. Repeating each note, down bow, and then up bow at the tip. Again, side to side, moving the direction of the bow, down bow. And it should sound like a pizzicato in terms of the articulation at the front and then the release. And releasing the bow so that the sound is released. Down. Okay, really set the bow first. I don't like to say release. I mean, I don't like to say press, but once we set it, then we're releasing the note, okay? Instead of like, I don't know, pressing it. Release, like a circle. There should be a circular motion. Josh, you want to try this one? Yeah, Josh, it's great. It looks to me like we can really exaggerate this movement. I know it's gonna feel weird, it's gonna feel uncomfortable, but we have to free up. Right now, it looks like we're a little stiff here, and we're not really gonna create the sound and the spread that we want in a big room, or I want to hear the wood of the instrument. I don't want to hear the string making noise. The only way we can do that is by playing into the body of the instrument. Okay, using our whole body. Play into the body using our body. Okay. Okay. Try it again, and try to really exaggerate moving the same direction. If you're moving down bow, you're moving to the right. Up bow to the left, following that bow stroke. Don't move until you played it though. Good. Can you play shorter notes? Shorter notes, just attack the note and let the rest of the note ring with resonance. Yes, that's good. Yeah. Good. All right, Paris, you want to give it a try? And all of these, the slow bow, the chromatic, these are things that we build up over time. So you do the whole exercise at 40, 44, 48, all the time. The metronome is your best friend. We have to use that. Okay.
And Paris, let me know if you need me to help zoom in on any.
Oh yeah, sorry, Paris.
Wait, are we doing a chromatic scale?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you can. I
So
mean, you don't
may
need
not
to
even need. You just,
Yeah, I don't need to look at it.
Awesome. Okay.
Paris.
Oh.
Can you try to play? Sorry to interrupt you. Can you try to play a short note, articulate at the beginning with the ring at the end? So right now here, and it could be the audio. What I would just like to hear, like, I think of it as a pizzicato, right? For pitching the string, we pitch, and then the rest of it is just the ringing of the string, right? So if we can think of a pitch with our finger, but just put the bow in between our finger and the string now, same thing. Okay? So just think about pitching the note, getting under, and then releasing it so that it can ring. Good. Great. That's the idea. And so after we get to that point where we've played that whole page with the down at the frog, up at the tip, then we start to switch it up. Okay. Then we're going to do up at the frog and down at the tip. Okay. We don't have to do it now, but that whole page is designed for you to really learn how to control the stick. Okay. The next one is the around the dial set point articulation drill. So that's the chromatic scale bow is the kind of introduction to this exercise. And then after we get to, we've mastered that, we get up to 80. Then we're just doing one note at a time, okay? And this starts at 80. So it starts with the other one finished, the chromatic scale. And the goal behind this one is obviously to work it up. This is a little bit about speed, but we're also playing in the middle of the bow. So I'll play just a couple examples. Here's at the frog by yourself. faster. You have to do the same with the tip. You can't see my bell.
Oh, I'll take it. I got you.
Okay. Oh, there you go. And then the same with the tip. And then eventually you want to get it to, what is it, 208. At some point in the exercise, you're going to have to not do it frog the tip. It's just going to go back. It's just going to go to, because it's too fast to go frog the tip. I think you can get to maybe 104 frog the tip. Okay? But work it up as far as you can, frog the tip. And then after that, you just do the frog and the middle. Okay? And then the tip individually. So, again, it's the same as the chromatic scale. Does anybody want to try just at the frog, chromatic? Paris, you look very eager to play.
Yes.
You want to try?
Miss Lolly, can you zoom in a little bit?
Yes. It's chromatic,
yeah,
right?
Paris, it's just a chromatic scale all the way up to E. You can just do one octave for now. I just want to get the idea that we're just using the lower part of the bow.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so. And you can go whatever tempo you want right now.
Wait, where does it stop?
At the E. The E above at the neck.
Okay.
But you can stop. Go ahead if you want to play it again, it's fine. Yeah, it's really good. The fingering, I feel like I couldn't see it, but we got to lock in the fingering. If we go from the top down, E, 4-2-1, 4-2-1, starting on the C start, and then 4-2-1. So that string is the easiest, and then all the other ones are 1-1. E, A, and D are 1-1-1. So F natural to F sharp, B flat to B natural, and E flat to E natural are all 1-1, and then it's just 1-2-4. Okay, Josh, do you want to try in the tip of the bow?
Sorry, I'm going to share screen for Josh, just in case you want to see it.
Okay.
Can you see it okay, Josh?
Well, I have printouts.
Oh, you have printouts. Oh, good. Okay. I'm going to stop screen share so John.
There you go. Okay, go ahead, Josh. At the tip. Yeah, it's great. You start to, the hard part is sneaking towards the middle, once we go on, but that was really good. Both of you was really good. The only thing I would say that's not related to the bow is the fingering. We got to make sure that we're playing the fingering, starting from the open G. So I just want to hear you guys play open G, open 1-2-4, 1-2-4, 1-2-4. Oh, Josh. Open 1-2-4, right? It looked like you did 1-1. And then Yeah. Once you get open string, it's open 1 2 4 1 2 4 1 2 4 the whole way up to E. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Great. Okay. For the rest of your life, that's it. Never changes. Paris, can you try that?
You gotta pencil out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Paris. Sorry, I muted Paris for a moment.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Okay. Always. Okay. So that make sure that we're not be fingering in, because we don't want to be thinking about what fingering we're doing. I just want to be free. I want you guys to be creating a sound and thoughts and nothing technical. Okay. All right. After you're around the dial set point, we have, I think I was going to do bow flexibility. Is that one? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Perfect. All right. What are we on time? Okay. We got to hurry a little bit. Again, this is another one that all of these are just, a relaxed kind of way to, play connected. Of course, there's thought that goes into it, but, these are open strings, first position, but they apply to everything that we do on the instrument forever. Okay. So playing a D and a G, we have to make the string crossing feel like, if Lali's playing the flute, like she's playing these notes, they're connected. Where you have to do the same thing. Okay. Okay, just really connect the open strings to those. It sounds very, it should sound very simple. Don't make it harder than it is. Okay. Josh, let's start with this one for you. Just do just do what I did. That same tempo, just up to the G. Great, really good. Let the sound of the instrument be your guide. We're always going for quality of sound, a beautiful sound, no matter what. Okay. I didn't say this in this one, but this applies to anything that we're doing, not just a slow bow drill. We want to always use our body, especially in this. If we're playing down bow, you should be going that direction free. With a nice full sound. Obviously, you can change these bones. You can start up bow. It says it on the top of the page, I think. Paris, can you do pattern number? Well, can you do that same thing, Paris? You don't need the music for this. I'll just tell you really quick. If you just play an open D and G, and then a scale starting on the A to the D, can you see it, or you want to just do that?
I zoomed in a little bit.
Okay.
Da, 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 da. wonder if there's a way I can. Oh, is that better? Hold on. I can zoom in.
Oh, that's
I don't know if
good,
that
yeah.
helps.
Can you see that, Paris? Or
Oh, sorry, Paris is muted. Okay. Okay, Paris, can you hear us? Sorry about that.
I can see it.
Is this
okay.
good? Okay.
Yes.
And just like sorry, Paris, 1 second. Just like I was saying, these are just a suggestion for things. These are just like, you can do this kind of thing on your own. Like the notes don't matter as much as just the feeling and getting connected with the instrument and feeling, you know. So I don't want you to worry about the notes right now if you can't see them. So I just want you to be connected. So, but if you can see it, that's great. Great. Really good. Yeah, it's getting connected, move, exaggerate, this feeling of moving is going to feel weird for a little bit. It's going to feel different because it is, but it's something that I honestly, like, I can hear a difference even over this quality of recording and the sound from both of you. So I think I sent Lolly, did I send you both pages of variations? I did, right?
Check. Let me double check.
I'm just trying to go on for time's sake.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so those 2 pages that I sent you are great.
Here?
I think it was the previous one, the page behind, and then one more back.
This one? Oh, I see pattern 5.
Yeah, that one, yeah. So yeah, I sent that to you. I know Josh said he has printouts, so Paris, if you have printouts too, these are ones that you can practice on your own. And all of these warm-ups, all of these different variations, I want to also instill in you, and also thinking about practice variations. So when you have something that is causing you some trouble, a solo, an excerpt, or something in the orchestra, changing up the rhythms. And we've talked about this in our lessons. You know, it's going to change up our tendencies, and our brain is going to wire a little bit differently the next time we look at it the normal way. So just getting all the kinks out, I mean, different rhythms is a great way to do that. The next thing I think is vibrato exercises. This is a big one on any string instrument. And I learned this from not only my teacher, my first teacher, but my second teacher in the book. I was just frustrated about vibrato. You know, I would try to do vibrato and, you know, wouldn't realize that it needed to be controlled. And there was a bassoon player, the teacher at my school, who had the metronome on and was just vibrating with the metronome because it sounded really silly. But I was learning that he was able to control the speed of the vibrato. Okay, so going back to, like I was saying, the metronome is our friend. We got to use it. This is a perfect example. We have to be able to play different rhythms with the metronome. Okay, so I do this in scales. I'll do B major, and I'll do triplets. It sounds really silly, okay, and it's really wide, but I'm able to control the speed of the vibrato, which is something that, you know, it takes a little bit of a lot of practice to get it. But once you do this, you'll be, you know, do your vibrato. Okay, so let's try Paris. Let's try 16th notes on any scale you want, but with the same finger. Okay, so same finger on the scale. So if you're doing D major, then start on the D string. That's 16th notes. Okay.
Wait, so start on the
D natural.
on the A string.
Right, because we can't play any open strings. Okay. And they can be slow 16ths, like try to play as wide as you can a vibrato right now, but even. I just want it to be even. Don't worry about 16th notes. Just pick one note.
Wait, which? I don't.
Just play. We're forgetting about the scale right now. Just play one note and play a vibrato, an even note. Yeah. Now try. That's great. That sounds really good. Because the pad on our finger, we want to imagine it being both sides are even, right, with the string. So a lot of times people will vibrate just behind the note, or they'll vibrate above the note. And what happens to the pitch? The pitch is either going to be flat or sharp. So a vibrato, which is just an embellishment, we want the pitch to be centered. So we want to think about the middle of our finger and rolling evenly on both sides of our finger. Okay, so that the wave is just a steady wave of embellished sound. Okay, Josh, can you just try one note? Let's try second finger. Just going for an even vibrato. Don't worry about the rhythm, whatever rhythm you want. I just want it to be even. Yeah, that sounds good. Now, can you try it faster? Try a faster one. Great. Yeah. So in this exercise, and I'm giving you a whole bunch of warm-ups. I know how it is with times. These are things that you don't have to do them all a day, every day. Just pick one that you might want to work on. Do that for a day. Like I said, it's just about having a plan, executing it. Like today, you can say, I'm going to do bow flexibility, but tomorrow I'm going to start with vibrato exercises. Know what you're going to do before you go into the practice room. Don't just go in and then sit down. You're like, oh, I'm going to play my concerto from the beginning to the end, and then I'm done. You know, really work on the things that you need, work on, so that we can grow. Okay. Great. Next one is the double stops. They know these. Paris, you know these by memory now, right?
Is it the D and A?
Yes. It should be the last one or two, Lolly. Yeah, this one. Yep.
We're a little bit low on time, so you only get a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay.
You
So
can
the
look
one,
at it. Yeah.
the one before that. Yep. So Paris, just play a couple of these. We've done these before, and just play a couple. That's the D to A natural, but here, great. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah.
Paris, it's really good. Everybody's, again, just like the other ones, a nice, calm, relaxed sound. Don't worry about retaking. The sound should never stop. Even on the fermatas, we want to make sure you're just in tune. And you don't go on until it's in tune. And then you go on. Okay, the whole idea is relaxation. Okay, tension is the enemy. Okay, so if you ever start to feel tense, then stop, relax, whatever you need to do to not have so much tension. So I guess that's it on time, Lally. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
it. Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, this is a really good class, and I'll send the form to all of our youth orchestra based students so that everybody has it.
Great.
Yeah. And
Thanks,
thank you
guys.
guys. Yeah, thank you for being on and playing. For those of you watching this in the future, when this is on YouTube, these two students are Josh and Paris, fellow bass students in our senior youth orchestra, really talented students. And thank you so much for Jonathan for putting this together. I think
Yes,
it's
of course.
super helpful. Warming up is important. These are really important exercises. Thank you to the Chestnut Family Foundation for sponsoring this series. And we have several classes coming up soon. So we hope to see you all then. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jonathan.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.